Hello, all you wizards, witches, and magicians. This is Laura Campagna, the Wednesday Witch, and I'm here with your tarot forecast for Aquarius season. So we begin Aquarius season with the Lovers card. So I think this represents the fact that Inauguration Day was January 20th. Uranus and Mars were conjunct, and there was this beginning of this more perfect union and partnership, and definitely not without its own flaws and issues, but absolutely a sense of being more loving and positive and consensual than the last joining that we have been in for the past few 4 years. So we are starting Aquarius season on a more optimistic note, but still there's a lot of weariness and concern. And there's frankly just this feeling of fear, of defeat, and things not working out. And in some ways feeling defeated, absolutely. This election and, the beginning of 2021 has really brought into our awareness the things that are absolutely not working, that need our urgent attention, both personally and collectively. So we have the Five of Swords here. And, the truth is that we're here to work these issues out as human beings on Earth. That is part of the purpose of coming and what the point of all of this is. But there's definitely a sense of engaging in some sort of conflict and battle, and perhaps feeling the need to surrender. And the challenge is really opening to love. And I think that when we imagine the kind of world that we want to inhabit, and absolutely Aquarius season is about thinking and feeling and imagining and believing that more is possible than what we can currently perceive and comprehend, there has to be this heart opening, because the response to the hatred and the violence, it has to be counterbalanced through these greater ideals of love and justice and freedom and liberty and truth and all of that. And that comes from the heart. Those are divine. And we just, try to strive towards them in this life. And there's absolutely a need for greater balance in the mind, and for clarity and truth in our speech. And, we have this pretty intense Leo full moon coming up, and then Mercury stations retrograde on January 30th at the end of the month. So getting the retrograde station has already felt pretty intense for me, and things are already going quite awry. But getting all your ducks in a row and feeling like things are in order, so that when Mercury kind of dives into all of this Aquarius material that Saturn and Jupiter are starting to arrange and organize in these new patterns, and the sun is really in the mix here, this Aquarius season, that, you at least have the structure in place so that things can start to shift in a way that doesn't cause it all to crumble down, ideally. And then we just have the opportunity for success if we have that right alignment. This is the Six of Discs. And so everything in its proper place, everything being right-sized and in right relationship, which is a lot of what the air signs teach us, is how to be in right relationship with each other, with the world, with that harmony that comes from things being equally distributed and well-placed. So we see this beautiful lotus and heart opening in the middle that Two of Cups was speaking of, when we get kind of all of our ducks in a row and everything in order. And what we're moving towards is the High Priestess, and this sense of, I can trust myself, I can trust my intuition, I'm being led by something greater, and I'm a channel. And when we're channels, then the highest and best can flow through. And it's what do we want to be a channel for? What are we in service to? All of that is really here with us in Aquarius season. And I love this. The final outcome was, of course, the star card, the Aquarius card. So the Aquarius new moon on February 11th is going to be pretty massive. There's going to be so many planets there, with Mercury retrograde and Venus and Jupiter and Saturn and, of course, the sun and moon. So what great vision or ideal for yourself, and if you know your chart, in the Aquarius area of life do you want to commit to, give birth to? What star are you being called to follow? And you're getting your mind into that in the weeks leading up to the new moon. You know, the sun is conjunct Saturn this weekend of the 23rd, and then we'll move to square Uranus and conjunct Jupiter. So there is just all of this energy that takes effort or takes, you know, a certain amount of intention to integrate. But once it is, then we get that things kind of fall into place. We get that clear vision and that clear sense, and like the kaleidoscope when we were kids, looking at that beautiful prism, and then we can kind of follow our star. So that is your tarot forecast for Aquarius season. I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a really beautiful and gentle time. And if you have any questions or would like to reach out, you can do so on my website, lauracampagnaAstrology.com. And I hope you all take such good care.